everybody, greetings. It is me, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. And happy Thursday, guys. And Thursday is part of our series of writing that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I give you an image, a photograph, any kind of still, image. And you have to write a chorus based on whatever it is that we're looking at. We do this exercise often because it gives us a starting point on creativity. Sometimes, I know for myself, and I say this every week, but I'm going to continue because it's so vital and important to this whole process of when you're writing songs. It gives you a jumping spot from instead of just staring at a blank piece of paper. Because that can be so frustrating when you're staring at a piece of loose leaf or a notebook and it's completely empty and you want to fill it up with something, but you don't have any ideas yet. So this is kind of a cool way to put a perspective on something. It gives you some kind of starting, some kind of incentive to write about, or it gives you some sort of subject matter, and then you let your imagination run away with you, which is the whole point of writing songs. You want to look at something and then kind of let that set the tone, or you can go through a whole bunch of pictures, not just the ones I give you. You can do this for yourself. You can just go through images in a book or on the internet or your screensaver. Look at stuff. Anything that catches your eye, really catches your eye, like really grabs your attention, where you're catching yourself staring at this photograph for quite a while, then it's worthy of writing about it. If you're captivated by that picture, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be mine, it can be your own. You can do this experiment on your own outside of these videos, just take what you learn from here and then use it on your own personally. That's what I want you guys to do anyway. I mean, take it upon yourself, experiment, write down 4 different scenarios based on one picture. Whatever you see in that photograph, I want you to write it down. And also, don't even worry about it rhyming or being poetic yet, okay? That's not even the point. I want you to take your notepads and I just want you to write down everything that's in the picture. Like everything, if you had to give, a detailed description to a police officer, what you saw. Look at that picture, whatever picture I give you, study it, really study it. Look at all the characteristics, the overall tone, the color tone, what's in the foreground, what's in the background. Write all that down like you're doing a grocery list. Write it down in vivid detail like that. Don't worry about anything else right now. Because one of those things might jump out at you and become the title, could become, a vital part of your storyline. All these things matter. All these things matter. And I say this every week too, but I'm going to continue because it's very important. The picture's not as important as what it brings out of you. The picture's important, but not, it's only that it's the, it's not the whole thing. It's a send off to get you thinking. That's really it. And if that picture makes you think of something, like, I don't know, maybe it's a picture of the sun and a palm tree and the beach in the background, and you and your ex-boyfriend had a wonderful day at the beach, and you want to write it about that, go ahead, right? Or if it has, whatever's in it, if it makes you think about your grandmom, whatever that picture is, write that. The image isn't as important as you would think. That's all I'm trying to tell you. It's not as important or as vital. This is just a catalyst to get you thinking, so you will write something down, okay? The only rules that apply here are that, it's a song, so it has to rhyme. You have to rhyme. It has to make sense to the listener. Tell a story. Let the story unravel. Use your imagination to tell a story. You guys have watched enough movies and read enough stories to know how a well-constructed story is laid out, okay? You don't give it all away in the very beginning, but there's a beginning, a middle, and an end to everything, right? So even though a picture is something you're looking at as a whole, there's still, even in a picture, there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. I swear. I mean, if you know how to look for it, or create your own beginning, middle, and end based on that picture, there's no wrong way to do this. Like I say every week, this is your universe. I want you to be you are the ruler of this universe. This is your universe, not mine. So I'm not going to judge you on anything that you write about. That's entirely up to you as a person, as a writer, and what you're feeling in here. I really want to get out what's in here and put to words. One of the cool ways that I do this a lot too, when I focus on a picture, is I stare at the picture, and like you guys are like watching me right now on YouTube. When I show you the picture, I want you to pause. What I mean is pause the video. You know how to pause the video. If you have a laptop, hit your space bar. It'll pause the video. That'll allow you to stare at the picture for as long as you want to. Okay, not just the time limit that I give you in the length of seeing the video. You can always pause the video and stop it and stare at it for 2 hours if you want to. It doesn't matter. But what I want you to do when you do stare at it, I want you to go into the picture until you disappear into a daydream. And I want you to daydream about whatever that picture brings you to in your head, in your daydream. I want you to visit there. I want you to live there for a while. And then when you pull back and you realize you're sitting at a desk again and you're staring at a computer, then I want you to start writing down everything you saw when it was up here. Try to remember. That's another art. Trying to remember everything that was in your daydream. Write that down alongside of all of the physical characteristics that are in the photograph, okay? Or the painting or whatever it is. All right, so anyway, I'm going to show you guys now, right now, the photograph. So without further ado, this is the photograph that I picked. Enjoy. Okay, so you saw the picture. It almost looks like an old Polaroid. You know, the old-fashioned ones, you went like that, took the picture, and then it slid out, and you had to, like, wave it for it to develop, Kind of has that color to it, that overall, doesn't it? Have that kind of red and yellowy, amber kind of overall tone to the picture. I like that. I love that. I think that's what caught my eye, but also, and no pun intended, caught my eye because, you can see her eye in the picture. She's laying down and, she's like looking like this. And, the look on her face, I don't know, there was a lot of conversation to me in that eye. And, I don't know if it's happy or sad. So I went into my daydream like I do, and I came out with, I elaborate. I go in here deep. I go deep, and I think about this whole history, and then I try to make that person somebody to me in the idea, because, I do write about relationships a lot when it comes to songwriting, because people identify with that and they enjoy that. I mean, most songs are about love or romance or whatever. And that's what a lot of mine are, just because of the fact that I like to give people what they're looking for. And if they're lonely, sometimes they want to listen to a song that has something like that in it, okay? So I'm going to read you now what I wrote based on what I saw in this photograph, okay? And I actually have a melody for this, but I'm not going to show it to you yet. I already recorded it, but I'm not going to show it to you yet. I'm going to save that for another day. It says, "You broke my spirit and my heart on the same night. You left me wandering alone in the moonlight. And now I'm searching for the words to describe how you broke me in two. I'm never getting over you." I don't know. I just saw something in her. There's a loneliness to her expression. I don't know. Something about her eyes just, made me think this could either be me and this is my mental image of her, or it's from her perspective talking about me or whoever the other significant other is. I'm going to read it one more time. This is my chorus. "You broke my spirit and my heart on the same night. You left me wandering alone in the moonlight. And now I'm searching for the words to describe how you broke me in two. I'm never getting over you." So that is what I saw when I looked at this photograph. I don't know what you're going to see, but I can't wait to see what you guys do come up with for this. You guys have been killing it this week with all the, oh my God, all the picture this lyrics that you guys send me is just incredible. I'm serious. You guys are doing an incredible job. I want to see more competition between everybody that watches these videos. We got some people that do a lot and some people that never send me anything. So, you know what? Start sending me stuff. Prove me wrong. I want to hear your ideas. Don't worry if you don't think it's good enough. Send it to me anyway. I just want you to try. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be a Grammy-winning song of the year to be listened to, okay? Do the best you can. Use your imagination. Get up here. Create a story and a scenario and send it to me. All right, guys. That is all the time that we have for tonight. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend Joe CB. I love you guys. Be good. And let's talk about this when I see you guys next Tuesday. All right, guys. Love you all. Peace.